So let's start with the email. Right off the bat, you can notice the branding. And this branding will make you recognizable to your candidates. And adding to this, we understand how every company's voice is unique. So throughout the platform, there are personalization bits to make it a part of your company's story. For example, on this text, you can customize the job role, the location, and you can even change the face of the company, which can either be the recruiter that the candidate last spoke to or someone more senior within the company. What is important in this email is the NPS question, and the NPS measures how likely it is that a candidate will recommend your company to others. And this metric goes from 0 to 10, where from 0 to 6, they are called detractors, 7 to 8, passives, and 9 to 10, promoters. Let's assume that although you rejected me, I still really enjoy the recruitment process, so I'll give you a 9. What happens here is that the candidate is directed to a dynamic survey. And the reason why this is a dynamic survey is because if I'm a 9 here, you'll see that the question is, what makes us a 9? But if I would be an 8, for example, so I'm a passive, it would change automatically to ask, what should we do differently to get a 9 or a 10? Now, as soon as I give the score here, if I leave right at this moment, the NPS score will still be valuable into your dashboard. So if the candidate decides to leave at this moment, not everything will be lost. So let's take a look at the survey features. Firstly, here you have the anonymity options. For our clients, we offer the possibility for you to choose your candidates to be anonymous, non-anonymous, or you can leave it up to the candidate if they want to opt in or opt out of anonymity. Let's look at the questions. Now, since I was a rejected candidate, you want to ask questions that are relevant to my experience. So questions such as the scheduling of interviews, the communication expectations, something more about the interview atmosphere, and so on and so forth. And what you can notice here as well is that except for the quantitative feedback possibility for the candidates, they also have the option to express more of what they thought, so giving more for that quality feedback. Regarding setting up these questions, we have a templates gallery where you can choose best-in-class examples, and we also have a customer success team who are dedicated to guiding you to excel. Now, let's say that the candidate is comfortable enough to finish the survey, and once they finish the survey, they are directed to a dynamic thank you page. Now, since I was a promoter, you of course want to leverage this good experience and direct them to a public website, such as Glassdoor, for example. But if your candidates are a detractor, you of course don't want for them to reach such websites. So what happens here instead is that we send a firefight email to the team to let you know that, hey, this candidate did not do well, so maybe it is time that you check up with them. And regarding this, we have seen our customers take creative approaches to how they reach out to candidates who have had a negative experience. For example, one idea could be that you can link a voucher for these candidates, or another approach of what our client Glassdoor does is that they attach a calendar link for the candidates to book a time directly with the team and not reach a public website.